Hey everybody, welcome back to JM Motors Unlimited. Thanks for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, I do videos about three-wheelers, and as you can see, I've got three-wheeler carcasses all over the place. Hopefully they won't be carcasses for long though. But this is my 1981 185S I'm working on today. And also on my channel I do riding and four-wheeler stuff, dirt bike stuff, and truck stuff. That one's in the process of being restored. But this is my 1981 185S I'm going to be working on today. And if you have a 185, which I assume you do if you're watching this video, then you might be interested in that 185. That's a 1982 185S, and I'm gonna be completely restoring that one. It needs a new frame and everything, so I'm gonna be completely restoring it, so you can follow that on my channel. I'm not sure if whenever I get this video on YouTube, if I'll have any videos on that one on YouTube, but you can check and see, and subscribe to my channel to keep up with it. But today I'm gonna be changing the oil on this 185S. And this is the same for any 185 or 200 motor except for the 200X. So, just in case you need to know that, this is the same for any except a X. So, I usually run in it, I usually run 10W40 in it. But I decided to try switching to some 2050. So I got this 2050 castor oil right here. I just got this from Walmart. That's the cheapest place I could find it. And if I remember correctly from the last time I changed the oil, it holds about 2.5 quarts. I'm not positive, but I think that's what it holds. And the drain plug is underneath the kickstarter. I mean, not the kickstarter, the shifter. I'm sorry. And it takes a 24mm wrench. You can use a socket, but it's kind of hard to get in there. And I didn't have a socket or a wrench. And my buddy made me this 24mm oil plug wrench for this particular bike. And he just took a regular old wrench and cut the open end off of it so it'd be short enough it wouldn't hit the ground. And for an oil pan, since a normal oil pan is too tall for this bike, I made this oil pan out of just a gallon oil jug. I just cut the side out of it, and it makes a perfect oil jug for three-wheelers and four-wheelers and dirt bikes and stuff that are low to the ground, as long as they don't hold over a gallon. But I'm gonna get into it and show y'all step by step the easiest way that I found to change the oil. So the first thing I do is go ahead and open a drain plug. So if your motor hasn't had the oil changed in a long time, it'll be kind of hard, but this plug wrench I got fits right up on it just right. And if you have the original toolkit to your bike, it should have an oil plug wrench in it. But you just turn it counterclockwise to take it off and loosen it up. And another thing, I didn't get a chance to do it, but anytime you work on your bike, it's a good idea to wash it first. It just makes it so much easier. But make sure your oil pan is underneath it. It's starting to drip. And unscrew it. And you can see it's starting to drain. And you want to be careful because behind the oil plug there's a spring and a filter, a little screen. You can see right here, here's the plug, here's the spring, and here's the little screen. So this is your oil filter. It's not, you don't change it, you just blow it out, because it's just screen. You just blow it out and put it back in. It's not like like cars and trucks have an oil filter you change. Some of the bigger motors have it, but this one doesn't. So you just blow this out best you can, clean it, wipe it off, blow it with an air compressor, whatever you can do to get it clean, and then you put this back in. So while it's draining, what I always do is take the dipstick out, just like that, and it'll let it get a little airflow so it'll drain easier. And it's almost done draining already. It doesn't take it very long to drain, but it's just dripping now. But I'm gonna let it drain for 15 minutes probably, at least, just so it'll get all the sludge out of it. One thing you can do is you can rock it and tilt it to the side and get a little bit more out of it sometimes. So on this oil drain plug, I just wipe it out with one of the blue shop rags, and then brush the outside off with my wire brush. And on the spring, I just wipe it off with the shop rag. And on the screen, I wipe it off best I can, and then I blow it out with my air compressor. And a good idea is be paying attention whenever you blow out your screen, and then you can see if there's anything in it. And like on mine, I noticed in it there was a lot of like the red fuzzies that come off of my rags. I got a bunch of rags like this. That one's all dirty, but I got one in my little toolbox that I use to check the oil. I wipe the dipstick with it. So pay attention. I noticed there was a lot of the little red fuzzies that come off of that rag all on the screen. So I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna get a blue shop rag or something, some other way to wipe the dipstick, so I'm not getting a bunch of red fuzzies in my motor. So it's about quit dripping. I'm gonna go ahead and put the oil plug back in it, but I want to show you how the screen and spring and everything go back in there. The way you do it is the screen goes against the motor, and then the spring goes on it, and then the plug goes on it. Can you see that? Yeah. So the motor is here and it screws in like that. So just to make sure so you don't get the screen in the wrong way. And sometimes this oil plug is hard to get started on the threads because of the tension from the spring. But you want to be careful not to cross thread it because it's all aluminum. So I screw it in as far as I can with my hand. Then I just put my wrench on it and finish it off. You don't want to get it super tight. You just want to snug it a little bit. Because like I said, it's aluminum and it will strip out, and that's never good. So once you get that done, you're ready to put oil in it. But on some bikes, while it's draining, they have an oil filter like this. This is my 250 SX, and it's got an oil filter there like a Big Red and some four-wheelers have, and dirt bikes got a little oil filter up in there. But the screen is the only filter that the 185 has, so there's no filter to worry about. So now all you gotta do is put oil back in it. So when I fill it up with oil, I just got this funnel from O'Reilly's, and like I said before, I run 2050, and I think it makes it shift a little bit better, and it should make it not smoke quite as bad because it's a little bit thicker. Because this it's gonna need a rebuild soon because it's starting to smoke a pretty good bit. But I think it holds about 2.5 quarts. I'm not positive though. But I usually put it in about half a quart intervals. Half a quart at a time. Just to make sure I don't overfill it. And what I usually do is, when I take the funnel out to check it, I just take the funnel, let it drain a minute, then put it in my oil jug, and it'll keep it from dripping all over the place. So, I put a half a quart in and I'm gonna check it. It's not even on the dipstick, which I didn't figure it would be. So that's a whole quart. So at 1 quart, that shows that it's full. Maybe, I thought it held 2.5, so maybe it held 1.5. But when you crank it up and let it run for a minute or so, and then you check it again because it'll lubricate all up in the top end and all in the side crankcase covers and everything. And you do that a couple times until you run it and there's no change in the oil level, and then you know that you're good. So I'm gonna do that and I'll let you know exactly how much oil that it took. So it ended up holding right at a quart. I thought it held more than that, but I guess I got a bad memory. But it held a quart. So I hope this video has been helpful to you and helps you whenever you change your oil. And it's a good thing to do. I don't put it on like a schedule or nothing. I just change it when it gets black, which this thing gets black pretty quick. But hope it's been helpful to you. Another thing you might be interested in, I am restoring this 250SX, 1985 250SX, so you can keep up with that on my YouTube channel too. So thanks for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, JM Motors Unlimited, for more videos like this one and about restoring bikes and about my truck and just pretty much anything I can find to make a video about. I'll make a video about it. But I'll do more videos like this, how to work on stuff and working on stuff. So thanks for watching.